Saturday! Hello, hello, hello! It's Saturday once again. You know what that means. It's time for more comics! Hello! Yes, it's time for more comics. It's that time of week where we read more comics. And this week we've got a 3-issue special. It's the Sonic Quest miniseries. Also known as, well, this one is called the Death Egg Saga. So this is, you know this is gonna be good. I love your heart purse. Thank you! I like my heart fanny pack. It is very convenient. For those that are... I see there are some people in chat that are confused as to why they have a membership. It's because somebody a couple streams ago gifted 50 memberships to people, and they were spread randomly across every subscriber. So if you are subscribed and you have a membership randomly, it's because someone gifted it to you. Like this cover. I also like this cover. Let's take a closer look at this cover. Sonic Quest. You got Tails holding Sonic in the sky. It's pretty good art. Of course, if you look at that scribble on the rock, you can see that the art is done by Spaz. You can tell because of the hands. The hands are extremely detailed. That's how I know that it's Spaz that did the cover art for this. It's the hands. It's always the hands. Sorry, I'm reading chat. I'm taking a look at chat. If I stop talking and I like look away, it's because I'm looking at chat. I'm looking and seeing what people are saying. Who knows? The gifting may happen again. Who knows? Is that a hint to something? I like your goggles. Thank you. They come in handy. Thank you, Jacob Foster, for the dono. Here's a late Valentine's Day hug for you, SNT. Also, can I have a hug too? You sure do like hugs. There. I think another one's about to pop up. I'll wait for a second. I'll wait for a second before I really get into the comic. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of the comic. I was looking forward to this, but I won't be able to stay for long. I'll be sure to watch it all as soon as I can. Thank you, Wake Angel. Wake Angel actually provided me this cover, or these comics, the Sonic Quest comics, so thank you once again, Wake Angel, for doing that for me. Also, thank you, Freakish Uproar, for the dono. Sonic's yaoi hands are kind of terrifying. Also, howdy, SNT. Yeah, the hands. It's the hands. It's fine. And thank you, Mikuo Moon, for your membership. Hey, I can do this. So cool. Did you animate Rig the VTuber by yourself? Oh, this Rig was done by Cutie T Cat. She's a very talented VTuber artist. You should check out her stuff. She recently debuted a human model on Twitch. She's like a human persona now. That's like a cat girl. And it's very pretty. And you should check out her stuff. Alright, let's get into the comic. Now that everything is all settled. Let's check out this comic. Oh boy, reading! My favorite! A wall of text. The planet Mobius was like a paradise with the benevolent King Aaron as its ruler until the coming of evil, Dr. Ivo Robotnik. He conquered the land and its people using his knowledge of technology and pollution. But many young courageous citizens banded together as a brave group of freedom fighters. They struggled to overthrow the dictator and one day regain what was once theirs. Among them, the greatest of the freedom fighters is the fastest and way coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog. Robotnik had banished King... Oh, it was Acorn. The font made it weird. It made the C look like an E. I was like, is that lore drop? Robotnik had banished King Acorn into the mysterious Zone of Silence. There he remained until recently rescued by Sonic, Princess Ella, Acorn, and... Boo! Jeffrey St. John! Boo! Boo! Leader of the Rebel Underground. Having saved the king, the freedom fighters look forward to setting things straight again. But things are not always what they seem. Whoa! What's gonna happen in this 3-part special? I really don't know. Let's take a look. Ooh, credits! Oh, goody! I don't see his name. I think we're safe. I think we're safe this time. We're safe from you-know-who. We are safe from you-know-who. Oh, no! No, no, no! Great. Even without you-know-who running the comic, we still have this guy. We still have this guy going on. We still have this guy. Okay, OBS. Okay. OBS is having a bit of a meltdown. Hang on. OBS hates Jeffrey St. John. It's canon now. OBS was like, no, get this off of me. Ew. Thank you, Gaming Tinker, for your membership. Very thank you. Who's OBS? OBS is my streaming program. Open Broadcast Studio. That's what I use to stream. It's free. And it works most of the time. Alright. Let's read. Dawn breaks quietly over the secret village of Knothole, home of the freedom fighters of Mobius. Only a faint rustling of leaves interrupts the morning calm. Slowly, a pair of eyes appears within the bushes. Ever so cautiously, a face emerges from the foliage. Jeffrey St. John, the renegade skunk, lunges forward and makes a beeline for a nearby hut, confidently he hasn't been seen. Wrong. Confident that he hasn't been seen. Wrong! Oh, brother. Here we go. Do we have to have Jeffrey St. John in this comic? Can't he just not be in this comic? He stinks, literally. I'm... That one got filtered, but I'm unfiltering it because it's funny. Because he's a skunk. Funny. Uh-oh, yep, there he is. Sonic the Hedgehog. Swoosh. Look at that mouth. Look at that mouth on Sonic. And them hands. Sonic the Hedgehog. Going somewhere, unauthorized stink pot. Sonic Quest Death Egg Saga Book 1 Scrambled. Oh man. Oh, there's Sally. Step aside, spine swine. I was asked to come here. Is that so? Odor Eater, by who? By me, Princess Sally Acorn, leader of the Freedom Fighters. Both of you, knock it off. Exposition, exposition. Now follow me into the cottage. What do we need him for, Sally? Are you planning to fumigate? Insolent cur. I was once the elite royal guard to King Acorn himself. And you may soon be again, Geoffrey. For though our king has returned, he is not the same condition since last you saw him. Gasp! Your Majesty, what has happened? Savage cyclones gurgle, mockingbirds in the wood and water. Oh no, he's gone crazy. Oh no, he's gone crazy. I love me some exposition. Yeah. I like announcing myself to people that already know who I am. Hello, it is me, SNT, your friend and experiment of Dr. Eggman. How are you today? Next page. Oh, Geoffrey, so much has happened around here. I don't even know where to begin. The evil Ivor Robotnik managed to roboticize our premier freedom fighter into Mecha Sonic. Most of Knothole was burned to the ground. Sonic was court-martialed, but eventually cleared of all charges. Reconstruction got underway. Not long before that, a vicious earthquake struck Robotropolis during a raid we barely escaped. And all this before you, me, and Sonic recovered my father, King Acorn, from the Zone of Silence where he was being held captive. Yeah, all that sure did happen. Thank you for the recap of the last stream, Sal. Yeah, that did all happen last stream. You're right. Last stream was the Mecha Madness special. Geoffrey was there for this. He was there for the recovering of King Acorn. He wasn't there for Mecha Sonic. Which good, because what good would he have done? As you can see, the King's condition has gotten worse. Dr. Quack was able to temporarily stabilize him, but he still remembers nothing. He's disoriented, delusional, and strangest of all, his skin is crystallizing. For this and other security reasons, we've not revealed his return to the general populace. We can't risk panic. That's where you come in, Geoffrey. We need you to guard the king and maintain this secret. Will you reassume your position as elite royal guard while we try to restore his health? Without hesitation, your majesty. I shall post myself at the front door. No one shall pass, my lips are sealed. Could you seal off your stench too, Sonic? Oh great, Geoffrey's important now. Ugh. Can we get another boo? No, don't like this. To be fair, Geoffrey's barely been helpful to the freedom fighters. I mean, he did some things, and I guess that was enough for him to become important. So, yeah, Dr. Quack. Yeah, Dr. Quack. We gotta love that name. This is going to be a disaster. I know! Because they're pushing this love dodecahedron with Princess Sally in the middle of all of it. Oh, brother. Oh dear, your daddy's looking mighty poorly. Yes, Bunny. Isn't there something you can do, Rotor? Hard to say, King Acorn must have adjusted to the radical atmosphere in the Zone of Silence. Now our air seems to be adversely affecting him. It sure is. Look at his skin. The king looks like he's turning into a Chaos Emerald. You know, the kind we usually see in zones along the magic rings. Same zones you enter when you play Sonic on your Sega system. Yeah. Alors, yes. We saw no Chaos Emerald or magic. We saw no Chaos Emeralds or magic rings in the Zone of Silence. I wonder why. Oh, Sonic's got an idea. Sonic seems to have an idea. Product placement, yeah. Thank you, Meme Boy, for your membership. Thank you. Thank you for your continued membership. Single blue arm Sonic. Oh yeah, he does have a single blue arm. Single blue arm Sonic strikes again. Them colorists. They can't they can't figure out whether or not Sonic has blue or tan arms. Love your singing voice. Thank you. Next page. We don't have many emeralds handy, but Sonic... Way ahead of you, Sal. I'll bring in my 1 billionth magic ring that I had mounted. Let's see if it has any effect on the king. Sally, how stands not... It seems to help for a moment anyway. Indeed, magic rings may hold the key to His Majesty's cure, but Sonic's ring is uniquely his own, and its power tuned to him. We need new, unused magic rings, as many as we can find, and fast. Only then can we possibly save King Acorn. Thank you, Meme Boy! Renewed my membership. Also, can we pretend Jeffrey doesn't exist? I would like to do that. I'd like to do that, because I don't like Jeffrey at all. Next page. How are we all gonna do that? It takes time to search for those dangerous zones and collect magic rings. We could wind up in worse shape than the king. Not necessarily, Bunny. There are places where rings can be obtained without entering a zone. Gosh, Sally, do you mean the Lake of Rings? Legends say those waters bubble with mystical gold bands. Yes, and no, Tails. You're referring to the Power Ring Grotto bordering Mobotropolis, a putrid little pond where Sonic and Knuckles the Echidna tangled not too long ago. But their epic battle may have permanently sealed the grotto's subterranean ring source. No one knows for sure yet. In Super Sonic vs. Hyper Knuckles Special. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Clearly, we need to dunk the king in a vault full of rings like Scrooge McDuck's fortune so he can swim in it. that, you know, maybe that would work. Colorist. Hey dudes, what color are Sonic's arms? Are they blue or tan? Other colorists. I don't know, just do blue and tan. I'm sure no one will notice. However, the true Lake of Rings was only recently discovered when we battled Robotnik's combots deep in the Great Forest. I have to be careful when I say that word. Combots. The hidden pond that Sonic dove into just before his temporary before he temporarily lost his super speed powers was the one the legends speak of. Both areas must be investigated. I'm dividing us into 3 groups. Antoine and Bunny will head for the Lake of Rings in the forest. Sure enough, Sonic and Tails will explore the Ring Grotto near Robotropolis. Rightio! Yes, ma'am! Rotor and I will stay here and try to keep the king comfortable. Move out, freedom fighters. There's no telling what evil Robotnik is up to. I don't like how Sally's drawn here. Yeah, she's drawn very maturely. She's drawn like an anime character, almost. Like an 80s anime character. And Jeffrey will wander around being a creep. Yeah, Jeffrey's just gonna stay here and be creepy. Be a creepster. Probably flirt with Sally, unfortunately. Howdy bee! Howdy bee! Their hands vary from 4 to 5 fingers. Yeah! It depends on which character they're drawing. Oh boy, here's Robotnik and Snively! Oh goody. I need a drink. Shouldn't Sally and Rotor stay behind to rebuild and lead that hole? I mean, they could probably do that too. While the king is being taken care of. They could probably do that. And thank you for your dono. It hasn't popped up yet. But thank you. Thank you, Russell Archer. There it is! There it is. It takes a little bit. Scrambled Part 2. At that moment, Snively, the time has come for me to ascend. I'm turning over the rebuilding of Robotropolis to you. Make it so. Yes, your compliments. But are they ready for you up above? Indeed they are. Observe, we're right on schedule. I want to be there when it becomes operational. What does he mean by ascend? Greetings from the trail. Wow! A nice walk outside while you're watching the stream. That sounds delightful, actually. Ooh! We've got the pod. We've got the egg pod. When we retreated up there during the recent Mobian earthquake, they were a little behind. But I kicked those little behinds. Now they're back on track. Let that be a lesson to you, Snively. Yes, my lord of lard. You're in charge, don't let it go to your head. At last. Okay, so let's stop reconstruction and start waiting on me hand and foot. I want a hot bath, manicure, massage, and bonbons in bed. Also design me a shiny new uniform and change the signs to say Snivelopolis. Shouldn't he be sending us a perimeter patrol to detect intruders? Oh, Snively. Oh, Snively. Get into his head already. Almost immediately, Snively lets it go to his head. What a, yeah. That's Snively for you. Intruder is like that infernal hedgehog named Sonic. We're on the outskirts of Robotropolis. Shouldn't we be approaching the Power Ring Grotto? 10-4, little buddy, but remember what Sally said. After I became supersonic and battled Hyper Knuckles around here, this area was forever changed. Rotor doesn't have any current data. That's because the recent multiple bombings of Robotropolis reduced our remote camera to slag, see? Shoo. So we'd better be prepared for anything. You can say that gosh, I wasn't prepared for this! What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Note how much character Mike Gallagher gives to the SWAT bots of all characters. Usually they're all one-note mooks. I like that word. He's found DeviantArt! No! Cliffhanger. Yeah, quite the cliffhanger. They're even on a cliff. Whoa! What is that? The entire surface of the grotto has been sealed underneath a dome of impenetrable steel. Holy pepperoni! When and how did this happen? I don't know. But I do know someone who might. Just west of here in the Mobian Cliffs lives a colony of airborne freedom fighters. Their leader is a big bruiser of a bird named Carl Condor. Why don't I wait here and keep an eye on your dome while you contact him? You took the words right out of my mouth. I'll be back in a flash. No copyright infringement intended. Ba-ba-boom! No copyright law in the world can stop me. No copyright law in the universe can stop me. Holy pepperoni, that sounds like something Mario would say on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Yeah! It's very interesting that Tails is the one saying the food-based puns, so to speak. Uh-oh, it's opening. Yikes, the dome is retracting. Cha-chung ver. Something's going down. Me too. Down into the bushes for cover, that is. Look at that, a giant tube is dropping out of the clouds. And it's inserted itself into the grotto. Skadoosh. It's almost like skadoosh, but it's with a T. Skadoosh. Tails must be hungry. I could go for pepperoni pizza. Don't go into the bushes, Tails. Jeffrey's there. Yow! It's vacuuming up all the magic rings in the water. But to where and why? I better get Sonic to help me answer those questions. Schlorp. Schlorp? That's a good one. Schlorp. Yow! The tube came out of the pond, and it's still ingesting things, including me! Vroom. No offense, but this situation sucks. Tails almost said sucks. Is Penders involved? Not this time. Not this time. Someone had fun with the panel work. Yeah, look, he's holding on to the panel. That's really funny. That's really clever. That's pretty clever. Uh-oh. Hang on. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. Let's see here. I have to fix. Da, 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 da. Doo, doo, doo. Doo. There we go. Uh-oh. Hang on. There we go. Much better. Now we can continue. Sometimes OBS doesn't want to load the whole comic, so I have to reload it myself. Scrambled, Part 3. Meanwhile, I ought to be able to spot Carl Condor from this outcropping, unless old Eagle Eye spots me first. Screech! Hello! 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 Now, what's with the sun? I don't know. I didn't know we were due for a solar eclipse. That's no moon. That's no moon. I'm sure Rotor would have known about this and mentioned it to me. Besides which, there's something not quite right about the object passing in front of the sun. If I could just get a good look at it, that sure doesn't appear to be a heavenly body. Whoosh. It almost looks oval-shaped, like a huge floating... What was that sound? Whoosh. Now what? Another shape moving across my field of vision, but much faster. Whoosh. Total eclipse of the heart. He might hurt his eyes. Yeah, you probably shouldn't look directly at the sun. Kya! You're doomed, Hedgehog! Whoosh! What the? It's Carl Condor, but he's been roboticized! Out of his element and visually impaired from squinting at the sun, the battle ends quickly. While up above, the unknown object moving across the sky almost seems to be watching. Apparently, it likes what it sees. A lifeless Sonic being born aloft in the mechanical talons of Carl Condor. Well, this isn't good. It's the Death Egg. Yeah! Definitely looks like the Death Egg. More oval shapes than usual. Let us continue. At that moment, excellent! You operated the intake tube quite well, SWATbot. It drained the grotto of its remaining magic rings. More than enough to initiate Operation Operational. Thank you, round one. Uh-oh. It's a little cut off on the side. That's okay. I'll do my best to read it. What's this? You failed to discontinue ingestion after removing it from the water. As a result, several tons of debris was taken aboard the vessel. This excess weight and the time it will take to separate it from the rings will delay my schedule. No, I only meant to be thorough. You're not thorough, you're through! Katang! Down the garbage chute you go, join the rest of the trash! So mean. So very mean. We don't know jack about Carl Condor, and already he's gone to the dogs. And there it is, the SWAT characterization. Yeah. Robot abuse! Robot abuse! You're right! Throw him in the trash. Bah! I don't need any mindless mechanical minion to assist me. This penultimate moment belongs to Ivo Robotnik alone. The countdown to my final victory has begun. Soon every living thing on planet Mobius will be roboticized. And I shall watch every dastardly delicious moment from up here, perched high above the doomed world in this, my ultimate weapon of destruction. Ah, that's why he left Snively behind. He's gonna roboticize him. He's straight up gonna roboticize Snively. That's a pretty picture of Sally at the bottom there. Let's take a look. Princess Sally. Wow. We've got the Three Musketeers, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. We've got a pretty cool cover of Sonic and Mecha Knuckles and Mecha Sonic. Nifty. Nifty. Sally, my beloved. She's wearing a pretty dress. She's wearing a pretty dress. Oh, there's the Death Egg. To be continued in Part 2, Poached. Whoa. And look at the birds flying. Look at the sunbeams. Is that the end? That was the end! That was the end of the first one. So let's read the next one. Sonic Quest Part 2. There we go. Sonic Quest Issue 2. There's Sonic. There's his hand, which can only mean one thing. Which can only mean one thing. Let's take a closer look. Do we need a Spaz button? For when Spaz does the art? Or is that not as funny? Cause you could just tell. You can just tell because of the hand. Oh, there's Knuckles! Knuckles is in this one. Why does Carl Condor's wings look like piano keys? Yeah, I just said that! I just said that! His wings look like piano keys. Well, let's get cracking. Let us get cracking. More reading! The planet Mobius was like a paradise, with the benevolent King Acorn as its ruler until the coming of evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik. He conquered the land, its people, using his knowledge of technology and pollution. But many young courageous citizens band together as a break group of freedom fighters. They struggled to overthrow the dictator, one day regain what was once theirs. Among them, the greatest of the freedom fighters, the fastest way and coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog. Recently, Sonic and his sidekick Tails have taken up a quest for Power Rings in an attempt to save the king in their search. They inadvertently stumbled upon Robotnik's new weapon of destruction, the Death Egg. It is capable of roboticizing the entire planet in one fell swoop. Up against the impossible odds, our heroes embark on an adventure of a lifetime. Are you okay? I'm okay! It's a lot of words that I already read, so I had to read them really fast. Speed reading activated. I've got some donos that just popped up, and I'm waiting for them to go through in Streamlabs. There we go. So one from Russell Archer. How would you look in a dress? I don't know. I mean, I like wearing dresses. They are flowy and pretty. I don't get to wear them very often though. But I would like to wear a dress or a skirt again at some point. And then there's another one. Yep, Jacob Foster. Is it okay if I try to draw you, Nicole, Daniela, and Maria having a sleepover? Of course! Of course! Go right ahead! You are free to draw fan art. If you want, you can post it on Twitter and tag me once it's done, if you would like. Alright. Moving on. King Acorn of Mobius was recently rescued from the Zone of Silence, but all is not well. The monarch's mind is muddled and his skin has begun to crystallize. All attempts to cure him have failed. The only glimmer of hope was the brief positive reaction to Sonic the Hedgehog's magic ring 1 billion. Princess Sally desperately dispatched 2 squads of freedom fighters to recover as many rings as possible to treat the king's condition. The team of Sonic and Tails fared badly. Tails was scooped into a mysterious funnel tube that dropped from the sky, and Sonic was set upon by Condor Bot, a roboticized version of a former friend and flying freedom fighter. Meanwhile, in Robotropolis... Oh wait, meanwhile in Robotropolis...
Incorrect!
I mean in Snivelopolis. Snively, this is your master Ivo Robotnik calling you from... Why is Snively's face so chiseled in this? I don't like it. It's weird. His face, look, his face is really chiseled. He's got like really pronounced cheekbones and like a square jaw. He looks like a skeleton. Squidward face. Handsome Squidward! He looks like a skeleton almost. Yeah, I'm not liking that. Not liking that at all. The Death Egg Saga, Book 2! The Death Egg. At long last, my ultimate weapon of destruction is near completion. Once finished, I'll be able to roboticize the entire planet by remote control from above. And how is the rebuilding of my beloved Megaopolis proceeding? Go just fine, no oval one. Poached, part 1. Mine eyes stained. Next page. I don't dare tell him that I've reassigned his SWATbots to stop reparations in order to pamper me full time. Excellent. I expect it to be in perfect putrid condition when I return, but enough about you. Let's get back to the Death Egg's debut! As you know, I recently had all the rings sucked out of the grotto near the city's border. Observe them being placed into a chainmail pattern with its ship's shell. This will render the Death Egg invulnerable to external attack. That leaves only one thing missing to bring this vessel to full power. A Chaos Emerald! Wait, Snivelly Pug! Snivelly Pug! Snivelly be like... Why is he always drawn so grossly? Because he's snivelly. Snog. That, you know, I think that means something else. I think snog means something else. Next page. Snoggers in chat. But my Lord of Lord, my instruments show your altitude is low, as if the Death Egg were carrying too much weight. Yes, I know. The inefficient SWATbot who operated the funnel tube also ingested a ton of debris when he siphoned the grotto. Trees, rocks, and other garbage. Once I've ascertained that no more rings are in the bilge, that pile of trash will be jettisoned, along with the offending SWATbot. Of course, why tolerate a disobedient employee?
Your hot oil bath is ready, Sir Snively.
Shh! Egg Exactly. Oh, wait, there was more. After I've dumped that excess baggage, the Death Egg will achieve its proper orbit and I shall proceed to procure a Chaos Emerald. Then nothing can stop me. There! And now I finished the page. Love your British accent. I try. Look at his personalized robe. It says Sniv. Sniv. and the bunny slippers. Oh, brother. Oh, Snively. At that moment, in the excess baggage compartment, phew, that was some ride I took along with half of the landscape around the powering grotto. I don't know where I am, but this whole scenario reeks of Robotnik. Sure enough, here's one of his broken SWAT bots. That gives me an idea. I can jam myself into the husk and work it from the inside like a puppet. Maybe this way I can spy on Robobot and see what he's up to. Whoa, just in time. Here comes a working SWAT bot.
Sensor scan in progress. Master, the bilge seems devoid of magic rings.
Make sure before you purge. What happened to Tails' neck? Yeah, his neck is really long in this one. He actually has a neck. He actually has a neck in this. Purge? That means he's gonna dump this pile of stuff. Well, not me. Well, not with me and... and maybe with him in it.
Secondary sweep confirms my findings.
Very well, proceed. Contact me on vid screen when you're finished. Robotnik out.
What's this? The doors are closing. I'll be trapped and purged.
Right, Swatty, you're going down. All the way down. What's the delays? Is that trash ejected yet? Yes, sirree. Affirmative, Master. Good work. Report to the bridge and assist me. Good, he fell for my disguise. Sonic would be proud of me. Tails using his smarts. Yeah, Tails is actually doing something smart this time. The fact that robots are programmed to feel fear deeply unsettles me. Oh, you know, Robotnik would do that, just to be cruel. He would do that just to do something cruel. Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog is currently being carried aloft by Condor Bot. Hee-yah! Robotnik will be pleased when I bring his unconscious nemesis aboard his floating vessel. That might work if I was unconscious. As it turns out, I was playing possum, so you... Wait. That might work if I was unconscious. Eek! He freed himself with a sonic spin! As it turns out, I was playing possum, so you tip your master's hand. Very observant, brass bird brain. Now notice how I keep myself aloft using my figure 8 move. Patang! Black Shoe Sonic. Yeah, there's no red in this one. his shoes are black. There's like no red in this page at all. Why black shoes? I don't know. I think someone mentioned earlier that there's a coloring render error in this comic, so that there are a few pages without red. I think that's what someone said in chat earlier. Sonic in his goth face. I chalked that up to the age of the prince. I think that was me. Yeah, Matthew Prower said something about a coloring error in this comic. Yeah, see, there's not enough red. Not enough red on this page. So Sonic's shoes end up looking black. Your simple hovering maneuver is no match for the master of the skies. Ow, he's right. I can't hope to win an aerial duel with him. Oof. Thwack, swat. Hiya! Your history, Hedgehog. Condorbot's so focused on me that he hasn't noticed that huge pile of garbage falling from Robotnik's ship. I gotta time this just right. A good old wallop from me should push him underneath it. Wham! And propel me up along the side of the mound of refuse. Ging! Have you heard he can wear black in Sonic Colors Ultimate? Maybe it's a reference to this comic, who knows? Or maybe it's just a coincidence. There! Oh, the red's back! Yay! The red's back! Hooray! Using my years of experience jumping through zones, I'll hop my way up to the pile and grab these bilge bay doors before they close. Oof, made it! And there he goes, hopping up the refuse. Meanwhile, Condorbot will get caught under the trash and be dragged down below. Kia! Man, that was close. I'd better contact Sally and let her know what's going on. Uh-oh, something's jamming my communicator. The signal won't go through, Squizzle Crackle. It looks like I'm on my own. It looks more dark red instead of black. Yeah, there wasn't enough red tone in the picture. Next page. Back in Knothole. Nicole, you're our state-of-the-art computer. Any luck with my father? Negative, Princess. Insufficient data to analyze. These words look so jumbled. I cannot read this. I can't read that. Maladay? Is that what that says? I can't read it. Or recommend a cure. Skin crystallization now at 68% and accelerating. Okay. It's really hard to read the print is kind of off. The print is kind of off, so in the font makes it look really weird. Sally! I just heard from Antoine. He and Bunny got lost in the forest on the way to the Lake of Rings, but she's taken the map away from him and they're back on track. However, Tails and Sonic's check-in report is long overdue. There's no response on either of their communicators. I'm getting worried. Oh, there, Sally, don't cry. I can't help it. The stress is getting to me. Everything we worked for is coming apart! Oh, Rotor! And King Acorn is also crying. Yeah, that was hard to read. Back to Robotnik. Back aboard the Death Egg. Ah, the rings are in place and the trash is away. The final phase of Operation Operational begins, the task of a Chaos Emerald. I've never seen Blubberbolt so worked up. What's he about to do? I'll try a sneak peek without arousing suspicion. Yes, haha, full speed ahead. There it is on the horizon. Where is he head? Oh my gosh! The floating island! Yeah, I figured that's where he was headed. I figured that, you know, he needs a Chaos Emerald and there's one on the floating island for sure, so... What kind of name is Operation Operational? It's catchy. Oh, there's Knuckles! There's Knuckles! Poached, Part 2. The approach of the massive monolith does not go unnoticed by the guardian of the floating island, Knuckles the Echidna. What is that thing? Whatever it is, it's headed for the island, and that means it's my job to stop it. By getting up ahead of steam, jumping off the bank of the Eternal River, and fanning out my dreadlocks, I can fly up and intercept it. Yes, because Knuckles doesn't glide in this. He flies. He can fly. It's not just gliding, it's flying. By the beards of Aether! It's far bigger than I imagined, but I won't let that stop me. Perhaps you'll let this stop you. Skazak! Ah! Mighty the Armadillo, you caught me. You betcha, Nux. We saw that thing in the sky and came running. We, meaning all of the Chaotix. Espio, the Chameleon, Archimedes, the Fire Ant, myself, Vector the Crocodile, and Charmy the Bee here. That bodacious blip isn't through. Look up above. I guess Archimedes is part of the Chaotix now. The black shoes were caused by the shadow cast by the Death Egg. And that could be true. It just looked like a coloring error, to be honest. A hatch is opening and 2 gigantic robots are parachuting down to the island. I recognize them from Princess Sally's reports. They're Robotnik's creations called Burrow Bots. They look like Grounder. Look, Nux, they've touched down and are headed in opposite directions. But where and why? Clank, clank, clank. Clank to clank to clank to crunch. Off you go, Burrowbots. Sensors indicate 2 Chaos Emeralds on the floating island. Bring me both. No matter what you have to destroy to get them. This is getting hairy. I've got to come up with a plan to stop Robotnik, and fast. Purple Burrowbots. Yeah, look, they're purple now. They're purple. Grounder reskin. Did he mix up the paint jobs with the caterpillars? You know, probably. He was probably in a hurry. I know where they're headed. for the 2 locations of our Chaos Emeralds. One in the power chamber that sustains our island, and the backup gem, which we thought was safely hidden. You're right, Archie. Listen up, guys. If those burrowbots dig up our emeralds, the island is doomed. It'll drop into the sea like a stone. There's no way we're going to let that happen. Alrighty, Mighty. What's the plan, my main red man? Split up, Chaotix. Hit him with everything we've got. This is for all the marbles. Islanders away! It's a good thing they're saying this out loud for all to hear. Yeah, you gotta have that exposition. You gotta have that extra loud exposition. Oh! There's no black on this one either. And it doesn't look like that the Death Egg is casting any shadows in this one. It just looks like the colors are wrong. It just looks like the colors are wrong. I've got this one in a chokehold. Spear up, Vector. This time, I'm not joking. The metal dudes... poking. Our buzzword is victory! And then there's Knuckles. Way to go, Chaotix! I'm tearing this bot a new belly button! Yeah, Charmy's just throwing coconuts at the robots. Oh, I missed one! I missed Archimedes. He's so small. Fire in the hole. Yeah, that's all. That's all he said. That's all he said. That's all the fire ant said was fire in the hole because he's a fire ant. You get it? Oh, wait. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. Almost there. Boop. There we go. Let me just, there we go. There we go. Much better, much better. Poached Part 3. I've been working my way up the levels of this rancid robo-vessel, leaving a trail of SWAT bots in my wake. Unless I miss my guess, that should be the control room, dead ahead. That's where I'll find the fat man and teach him a lesson he'll never forget. Ah, insects. You dare impede my ultimate victory by smashing my burrow bots? Very well. Kiss your beloved island goodbye. I feel so worked up. He will notice me backing out of here. Then I can ditch this monkey suit and attack him. Aha! One more SWAT bot to trash and it's clear sailing to old blubber buns. It's like it's like that one Sonic Shorts where Sally and Bunny disguise themselves as SWAT bots and Sonic's like, oh, there's 2 more, I better get rid of them, and he smashes them up and he's like, haha, wait, blood? Sonic Shorts. Sonic Shorts PTSD. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Tails, look out. Tails, look out. Meanwhile, not on the Death Egg. We're back at the floating island. Incoming! That huge ship is dropping on us like a bomb. Run! Chunkadoom. Oh, it's like the beginning of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where the Death Egg falls down on the mountain. Rerouting all power to downward thrusters. Maximum output My death egg will drive the floating island into the sea. Oh, I don't like that Robotnik face. It's very scary. He's got really detailed teeth. He's got detailed teeth. I don't like those teeth. They're scary. Deep within the underground power chamber, the infinite energy of the Chaos Emerald resists the prodigious weight being exerted upon the island, but just barely. My mechanical masterpiece must prevail. All systems to 150%. Override automatic shutdown codes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This island will be submerged and every living creature on it drowned. Haha, so speaks Ivo Robotnik. Yes, it's buckling. Auxiliary booster surge in 5 seconds. This is bad. The emerald instinctively distributes its energy equally, but Robotnik's applying all the pressure at the south end. We could be looking at a major catastrophe here. Rave party. No, I believe in the power of the Chaos Emerald. No man-made object can overcome its profound purity. Nice words, Archie, but this game won't be over until the fat man sings. Whoa! Oof! We're tilting! Grab hold of something or you'll go over the edge! Knuckles, take my hand! No thanks, Mighty. I want to slide off. It'll give me the kind of thrust I need to glide up and attack that ship before... by the shadow of Mount Fate! What's happening now? What's happening now? Next page. Whoa. Look at this going on. Yes, yes! Ha 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 ha! Robotnik's winning! The floating island has begun to submerge! Hundreds will die! The emerald will be lost! It cannot be so! As guardian of the island, I must find a way to stop this atrocity, or die in the attempt! To be concluded in Book 3, over easy! Does that mean that the battle will be over easy? Like, there'll be an easy solution to make it over? We shall see. We shall see. Oh, there's fan art, and there's no red. Once again, there's no red on this page. Once again, there's no red on this page. It's not printed correctly. It's not printed correctly. Therefore, it's yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one. The next one. Oh, da, 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 da. There we go. Sonic Quest number 3! It looks like the front of Sonic 3 and Knuckles! That's what the cover looks like. I had to take a drink. I was thirsty. I'm just so excited that I'm gonna go straight into the comic. The planet Mobius was like paradise with Van Elf and King Acorn as ruler until the coming of evil Dr. I. Robotnik. The conquered land and its people using the knowledge of technology and pollution, but many uncourageous citizens banded together as a great group of freedom fighters struggled up to the dictator and one day regained what was once theirs, among them the greatest of the freedom fighters, the fastest and way coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog! Recently, Sonic and his sidekick Tails have taken up a quest for power rings in an attempt to save the king. In their search, they inadvertently stumbled upon Robotnik's new weapon of destruction of the Death Egg as he tries to acquire one thing that will fully power a Chaos Emerald from the floating island. Together with Knuckles and the Chaotix, our heroes try desperately to save the floating island from Robotnik's evil wrath. Ah! I did it! Sorry, I just saw something in chat that made me choke. Sorry. Oh my god. Eminem's been really quiet since the SNT stream. That literally made me choke. Oh man. I'm crying. I'm crying. Okay, alright. King Acorn Mobius lies near death and not whole, his skin crystallizing from an after effect of time spent in the Zone of Silence. Princess Sally has dispatched her freedom fighters to acquire magic rings in the hopes it will cure this monarch. Tails the Fox has stowed away aboard Ivo Robotnik's gigantic ship, the Death Egg, and is trying to sabotage it disguised as a SWAT-bot. Unaware of this, Sonic the Hedgehog has battled his way past Condorbot and has also gotten inside the massive Airbus. The same massive Airbus has attacked the floating island in order to steal its 2 Chaos Emeralds. Over! Easy! And now, on with the show! Was that Robotnik? Like... I scanned my physical books for this, so the coloring errors are the OG prints. Yes, I'm aware of this. According to Matthew Prower, this was a problem with Sonic Quest. This was a problem with Sonic Quest number 2. Yes, the Death Egg is forcing the floating island into the sea. All living things on it will be drowned. The emeralds will be mine and the ship will be invulnerable. Crunch time! I gotta slip out of the control room and figure out a way to stop Ivo. Aha! One last swap bot to trash and then it's clear sailing to the Fat Man. Hold still, Tontop. This'll only hurt for a sec. Hey! Swoop! Pretty fast reflexes for a robot. But no body's fast enough to duck a sonic spin. Oof! Immediately followed by a large kick to the small of the back. Sonic, no! Sonic, no! C-Gamer asked if you ship Son Ellie, and that made me curious. Oh, thank you, Mean Boy, for the $5. It hasn't popped up yet, but thank you. I think they're an interesting couple. Yeah, sure, why not? They have their interesting what's the word? Their dynamic is interesting. That is what I'm trying to say. Stop, son! Cut it out! Ow! That voice! Those furry appendages sticking out of the SWAT bot! Tails! Sorry about that, little buddy. How did you wind up in that bot shell? I'll explain it all to you later. Right now, the important thing is to stop Robotnik from submerging the floating island and acquiring their Chaos Emeralds. No sooner said than done, chum. Chill while I take care of business. Oh, Sonic. Sonic looks like a weeb high schooler drew him. He does have a sort of anime look to him. Yo, Robo, I'm closing this play before it opens. Bring down the curtain. What I brought down is a thick wall of plexiglass between us, Hedgehog. I knew it! Plexiglass! 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 He said the funny! I heard your approach. Did you think I'd leave myself open to attack? Ouch! Oh, my aching cranium. Hey, another wall came down behind me. What's that awful smell? Poison gas, my old foe. I'll stop submerging the floating island just long enough to watch you perish. You fiend! Vision getting blurry, losing air. Wait a minute, plexiglass isn't just a term used in that old comic. Yeah, plexiglass is a real thing. Plexiglass is a real thing. SNT was right. Plexiglass was indestructible all along. Plexiglass can be a very strong type of material. But what is plexiglass? I mean, Google is your friend. Google is your friend, everybody. Not so fast, Fatty. This swamp bot suit jet boots are still working. Stas. Gadzooks! Tails coming in through the Death Egg's eye from outside! Right! Here's another thing that still functions on this bot, the blasters! You fool! You're destroying the control consoles! And just in time. Thanks, little buddy! Tails to the rescue! Google is my mortal enemy. I mean, in some cases, I would understand that. Tails single-handedly bringing down the Death Egg. Tails! Tails is the true hero! You're welcome! Oof! Ah, you two-tailed freak! Not only did you raise the plexiglass walls when you ruptured the master panels, but you short-circuited the ship! The ship's downward thrusters! The Death Egg is launching itself into space, releasing the floating island! As soon as the inertia lets up, you're gonna be my personal heavy bag, Ivo. That will be the day when I'm not prepared for such an emergency. My gravigauntlet will enshroud me with stabilizing field long before you can move, and allow me to escape down this hatch to my auxiliary control room. This isn't over yet, Hedgehog. Get on it, Blubberbolts. That was a lot of words. That was a lot of words to read. Watch me as I escape is all that Robotnik needed to say, instead of just saying everything that needed to be said. Big word make brain go brrrr. Back down below, the floating island bobs back up to its normal altitude and re-establishes proper orbit. Looks like we caught a break, Chaotix. Pan out across the island and scope the situation. I want damage reports in half an hour. We're on it, Nux! I don't know why that bogus blimp was after our emeralds, but if Robotnik ever tries it again, we'll be ready for him. So swears Knuckles the Echidna, guardian of the floating island. Is he saluting? Is he saluting or is he just shading his eyes? Maybe he's doing both. Man, Robotnik telling us that. Robotnik just likes to say everything. Robotnik likes to hear himself talk. Up above. Ha! I'm not licked yet. Once I rid the Death Egg of those accursed freedom fighters, I'll be able to effect repairs return to the business at hand. I thought that was an S, but that's a B. Using the infinite power of this deadly dirigible to roboticize every living thing on planet Mobius. Attention, Sonic and Tails. I know you can see me on the wall monitors. I'll say, can't we get the Chili Dog channel on this rig? Silence! You'll appreciate my next guest, Hedgehog. I borrowed a few design elements from you during your brief tenure as Mecha Sonic. Then I pumped him up and up and up some more until he became the ultimate war weapon. Please welcome Silver Sonic! Oh boy. Silver Sonic, just like in the games. Yeah, Silver Sonic. You know, we never see Silver Sonic. There he is. There's Silver Sonic. Chili Dog channel. Yeah. It's no use. Wrong Silver. Wrong Silver. It's Silver Sonic. Holy guacamole! It's an oversized robotic version of me! Oh my gosh! It's monstrous! Waroom! Oh, what are we gonna do? Stay cool. Stay cool, Pard. Pard. I'm assuming that is short for partner. You head back to the control room and figure out a way to crack this egg. I'll take care of this dopey doppelganger. No robo replica can get the drop on me, Throb. Well, I think. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Pard. Yeah, Pard. P-A-R-D. You know, Sonic just likes to make up words. Sonic really just likes to make up words. Well, it's nice to know I won't have to pull my punches with you, Jumbo. Here's a looping left hook powered by a figure-8 leg spin. Whip. Ouch, that solid shot didn't even slow him down. Whoa, he's got me, ouch! Bash. Silver Sonic punched a hole in the floor with my head. Uh-oh, he plans to stomp me. Gotta think fast. These sliced cables are live! Crackle, crackle. Is he gonna shock him? Is he gonna shock him? Yep. There he goes. Shocking Silver Sonic. Crackle. Okay, Robo Replica, let's see how your metal metabolism handles a couple thousand volts of raw electricity. That's pretty metal, not gonna lie. It's a shocker. Wah, wah. Oh, what is Robotnik doing here? What is going on with this? Whew, it worked! Silver Sonic's burned out! This is an outrage! I won't allow my brilliantly conceived scenario to be foiled by that pompous little porker! He leaves me no choice but to initiate Plan E! Sonic's doom is finally at hand. A quick change and I'll be clad in the most sophisticated battle armor ever! The exoskeleton! I don't like it! Its biocircuitry is cyanonically linked to the Death Egg itself, making me powerful beyond compare. As Sonic the Hedgehog is about to find out. The hard way. Whoosh. I don't like his face. I don't like it. I don't like his face. It's scary. He looks like a FNAF character. You're right. He looks like an animatronic. He looks like a very fat version of Ennard. He looks scary. He looks scary. I don't like it. Uh-oh. Over easy part 3. I'll crush his little blue body like a potato chip. I'll snap his spiny spine like a pencil. I'll eek! Surprise, Robozo! I borrowed the idea from Tails after I fried Silver Sonic's mechanical mind. I slipped inside the shell. Now I control the monster robot from within. But you couldn't... You mustn't! Maybe this really is gonna be over easy. Like the title says. I can and I did, and now I'm gonna squish you like a bloated tick you are, Ivo. Egad, I barely avoided that blow. Sonic's power is formidable inside that suit. But nowhere near as formidable as the exoskeleton. Shoosh, batong, ugh. Not bad, Robo, but you built this well. I can take punishment and dish it out, zonk. ER! Sonic the Gundam. He's piloting a mech suit. He's basically piloting a mech suit. Oh, look, there's a big ol' spread. Big ol' spread. Let's see what it says. That does it, you big Hulk. I'm taking you down and there isn't a thing you can do about it. Hulk, thing, where I come from, them's fighting words. Cause those are comic book characters, you get it? They're comic book characters. Oh, hang on, I gotta fix it again. I gotta fix it. Hang on. Where is it? Here we go. There we go. There we go. All fixed. Ooh! Thank you, Slither90, for the dono. Hey, SNT, how's it going with the new song that we'll see later on, especially if I got to finish the fun with 700 crowns? Yeah, the song is coming. The song is coming. I just haven't had the time to work on it. But it is coming, I promise. It may take a couple months, maybe more. But it is coming, I promise. Okie dokie. Kathum Brock. Oh boy, this mega mecha battle's got to stop. Sonic, can you hear me? Time out! Yeah! You heard the man. Take a break up on the 16th floor. What's the story, Tails? I rigged the Death Egg to explode in 20 minutes, but your battle with Robotnik has damaged so many internal systems it could ignite at any moment. We've got to get off this thing before it blows. Whoa. Whoa. Tails looks so Disney-esque here. Yeah, he does kind of look like a Disney character in this one panel. He's got like that look. He's got like that look to him. No, this is our big showdown. I want to finish it. Believe me, if we stay here, we'll be finished for sure. Come on. I'm sure you're right. You bet I am. When this antimatter matrix reaches the nucleonic dispersion chamber, this thing will be vapor. At least that's what the computer says. Rumble. Hurry! Out this hatch! Wait, look, a magic ring junction box. We can still fulfill our original mission and bring back a bunch of rings to help cure King Acorn. Okay, but hurry, the Death Egg could go off any second now. Death by Technobabble. Aw, man. Blows up! You weren't supposed to hear that. Pretend he said nose up. Hang on, little buddy. The silver sonic suit will protect us during re-entry into the atmosphere. Then on my signal, start using your tails to hover in the air. I hope you give me the signal soon because the ground's getting mighty close, mighty fast. Rumble, rattle. Meanwhile, I'll climb out of this monkey suit and you can escort me down below. Now! Nicely done. And we've even got some rings to show for it. Yeah, it'll be a long trip home, but we did it. As for the Death Egg... As for the Death Egg, what? Kaboom! Kaboom! The detonation of the deadly... alliteration! The detonation of the deadly dirigible is seen and felt all over the planet Mobius. Kaboom! There they are. There's a... Tails has a neck again! Tails and his weird neck! No! They made an omelet. I could go for an omelet. I could go for a lot of things. I'm just like really snacky today. I'm just really snacky today. Ooh, what a fireworks display! I'll say, Robotnik won't be hatching any more egg schemes for a long time. Hey, my communicator's working again. It must be Sally. Is that you, Princess? Yes, glad to finally hear your voice. Listen, the King's condition is critical. Return to base at once, understood? Yes, ma'am, with magic rings in tow. Off we go. I wonder if Bunny and Antoine got any rings. And I wonder if Robotnik got off the Death Egg in time. I guess we'll know soon enough. To find out more about the events of Knothole, read Sonic the Hedgehog number 42. Whoop. Wrestle Archer, thank you for the super chat. Could you do a robot voice Shaka Boom? Oh, I got like last time.
Shaka boom! Shaka doom! Shaka doom!
There. Indeed, you will know soon enough, Sonic, for at that moment a familiar flabby figure appears in the pollution-filled sky above Snivolopolis. Snivolopolis! Uh-oh. Snively's in trouble! Snively in trouble! Ooh! Ooh! My beautiful Death Egg has been destroyed. My exoskeleton hangs in tatters, and now my city has been renamed? What has Snively been doing in my absence? I'll just drop into my penthouse office and see. What's this? Houseplants? Flowers? A picture of his mother? It's an outrage. That little worm is going to pay for this. Plop. Snively! I wonder which is worse, facing Robotnik's wrath or staying here mashed onto his backside. The end. Wow. Remember when 10 rings used to be special? Yeah. And more fan art! Wowee, let's take a look. What is going on? What's going on with this picture? What is going on? Is it like an Easter Bunny thing? Is this like an Easter Bunny joke? Vector and Sally together. And then there's a really cool picture of Nuthole. Hooray! Well, that's an interesting batch of fan art. That's for sure. Oh, and that was the end. What time is it? 6:40? Vectly. Is Vector and Sally's ship name Vectly? I think I'm gonna stop early tonight. Since there's only... I usually stop at 7. And I don't think I have enough time to read another comic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop early for tonight. So thank you everybody for watching. And I hope to see you in the next stream. I don't know when the next stream's gonna be. It could be in the middle of the week. It could be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, before I forget, there's a new video. There's a new video out. It's a redesigning video. Go watch that. Please go watch that. It has Maria, Daniela, and Nicole in it. They're all in it. And they're getting redesigns. Go watch it. Also, I think another thing popped up. I think it was Jacob Foster. Yeah, it was Jacob Foster. Thank you. Here's a goodbye hug for you. Thank you. Thank you for the donos. Alright, I'm gonna get going now. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Alright, goodbye. Oh, there it is! Alright, okay, I'm gonna get going now. Goodbye! Thank you for watching. Goodbye! Goodbye!